Hey guys, intheinaka back again for the fourth installment in the Grammar a Day series. And today's grammar that I'm going to teach, that I've been learning today, and I'm going to pass on to you guys now, is 恐れがある or 恐れもある. Again, something that I learned a while ago, but I felt that I should brush up on it. I always forget to use it, and it's quite a useful grammar. I would compare it a little bit to zaru or enai that I did in the second in the series the other day, which was, if you remember, as a quick review, was having to do, having no choice but to do. And I explained it as a sort of negative, nuanced version of nakareba narimasen. Well, 恐れがある is another grammar point that is a negatively nuanced version of another common grammar point that many of you will already know, which is かもしれません, which means probably, or likely, or possibly. So many of you will learn かもしれません fairly early, I suppose, in your Japanese studies. I'm trying to think of an example. Maybe それは難しいかもしれません. That's probably difficult. But this is 恐れがある, and it means means かもしれない、かもしれません, but with a sort of a negative feeling, sort of a probably, but you're not happy about the fact that whatever it is probably going to happen or is likely. So, for example, first example sentence today is この病気は人から人へ伝染する恐れがある, which literally means it is likely, it is probable that this illness can be transferred from person to person. So obviously, the fact that this illness can be transferred from person to person is not a positive thing, but it is also not a definite thing. It is not certain that this illness could be transferred from person to person, but it seems likely, and therefore, 恐れがある is used. You could use かもしれません in exactly the same way. This illness is probably transferred from person to person, but 恐れがある is more appropriate because of its negative connotations. Second example sentence could be 卒業しても就職できない恐れがあり、学生たちの表情は暗い. Which means even if they graduate, they probably will not be able to find a job. So the students have a dark expression, a dark feeling. Is how it would literally be translated. So again, it's the first part of the sentence that is important here. 卒業しても, which is even if they graduate. 就職, which is job hunting. You hear it a lot from Japanese students. 就職. できない恐れがある. So できない, unable to. 恐れがあり, which is just another form of 恐れがある. 恐れがあります. Probably. So they probably won't be able to they won't be able to find a job. So yeah, it's probably with a negative nuance, with this feeling of worry. So that's today's grammar. 恐れがある, 恐れもある can also be used. I think just to strengthen that meaning. That's today. To build this form, as you may have picked up from the example sentences, it is the plain form of the dictionary form, plain form, however you want to say it, of the verb. So in these example sentences, it was 伝染する恐れがある and できない恐れがあり. So you just have the plain form, whether it's positive, negative, whatever, and put 恐れがある afterwards. Or if it's a noun, it's a noun plus の恐れがある. So that's how you create the grammar. And that is today's grammar a day. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. 恐れがある. I'll put the example sentences down below as before, along with the grammar and the quick English explanation. Thanks for watching, and come back tomorrow for the next in the Grammar a Day series. And if you enjoyed this, rate, comment, subscribe so you can keep up to date with the rest of the Grammar a Day series. Thanks for watching, and catch you later.